Hi, I thought we would take a look at the Iron Man footage that I uploaded earlier, and I'll talk about my thoughts. This probably won't be the full footage, we'll just jump around a little bit. And as you can see, I started with my moves in the wrong hands. I think overall, I think this could be a good game, but there's some trouble, like, telling me, like, I don't know if the PS4 Pro can, PS4 or PS4 Pro can really handle this right now. Like, the moves being the biggest, like, I kind of don't like this. Like, the turning, like, the little buttons on the moves are not very intuitive in VR. And they really, really aren't intuitive in this game. If the full game is going to be anything like this. Though, I will say they did a good job with the moves being behind you to where it can still track you. They did a pretty good job with that. I don't think I had any problems with it on this. But it looks good. And the voice acting that you hear is good. It's Josh Keaton as Iron Man, and Jennifer Hale is Pepper Potts, and they do good. And the villain who shows up when we actually get into the story bits, I don't know who she is, but she did seem to be pretty good too. And there's a lot of stuff for the VR, like lots of different turning things, depending on how you like your VR experience. So this is a cool effect, obviously. Like, I'd be stupid to say it's not cool to, like, go through this, looking through the mask. Okay. And this works well. This works really well. Like, the going up and going down, sort of.
Hands by my sides. Arms back.
It really captures the Iron Man thing.
Good. Feels good. All right, time to open her up.
And this is a cool opening credit. Love credits showing up in the world as you start. I think that's a very cool effect. But, I mean, the developers obviously are doing the best they can with, like, an inferior controller. Because when you compare it to, like, Oculus or Vive or anything like that, it's, like, a big difference in controller quality. The moves were obviously not made for this.
Opening targeting suite. Pulsers ready. Hands up, palms forward.
This works fairly well, too. But it's just like the moves suck.
Bullseye.
Like just putting it out there. It might just be me, but like the flying through over overpasses of rocks and stuff did not work very well. I had a lot of trouble banging into things like there, like right here. I lost all momentum. And another thing is, like, scope. Like, Tony's house over there looks really small in the headset. And so does that yacht that I go to down there in a bit that we'll see later on.
One more.
It doesn't feel right. It's the scope, the size feels really off. When I was playing this, I keep noticing that yacht and being like, wow, that yacht looks really small.
Next?
Time trial.
Mind if I watch?
Oh, you know I work better with an audience.
And the dialogue's really good. It's consistently Iron Man-ish. I just intuitively put the things over my head, and it works. But, like, it feels weird to imagine Iron Man, like, using his jets, shooting up to go down. That doesn't feel like it should. There should be another way to have Iron Man drop that they didn't. Maybe there is, and they didn't show it very well. This bit feels good. Like, when you're just flying forward and not having to navigate through anything, it works well.
I think if I swap the DC motor for a solar power converter and apply quarter-inch magnetic articulation seals to the boot thrusters, I can reduce my drag coefficient by 10, maybe 10.5%.
Okay.
We're just
Should I be
throwing
writing
out
this
physics
down?
terms.
No need. I've got a mind like a steel trap.
Oh yeah? When's my birthday?
Sorry, Pepper, you're cutting out.
Sounds like you need to reduce your BS output.
No, that one's within the normal range. For me, anyway.
This part is like the worst. It didn't
Why
work
don't the
very well.
jets? I want to punch something.
The
Fish
melee
buttons
button, like,
Tell
it
the
shouldn't.
throw
It doesn't work very well. It's like you have to go out of your way to like, melee something. Cause like only the front button and the back button on the moves are easily within reach of someone who's using the headset. I would say I had so much trouble even just remembering like which button I was supposed to press to do the punch thing. Just because they're like, it's so unintuitive. Yeah. When you're moving really fast, it does seem kind of hard to shoot, like to hit things. Hopefully there's like some level of auto-targeting in the actual game you can use. And I just hit everything, I felt like, when I was playing this. I didn't even bother with that. I was like, oh, there's no way I'm gonna be able to punch that while moving. This part is the worst. You're supposed to punch it. And I had a lot of trouble actually getting over there and getting the angle right. As you can see. I do think analog sticks on the Move controllers, on whatever they do with PSVR 2, would circumvent every problem that I've had with this demo.
Well done, Tony!
Yay, I
Did you
did
get what you
horrible.
Or are you gonna go again?
No, I was like, nope, I'm out.
Maybe later, after I noodle on it some more.
Sounds great. Meet me back here when you're ready.
And here is with a long-awaited look at the yacht. It feels too small. Like, I'm as tall as it in the yacht. Like, I shouldn't be as tall as it, even in the armor. When you're on the yacht, it's like, it feels like a little bit better, but even then, I'm still like 10 feet tall, I feel like. Obviously, I had to check out the other stuff out here too. They wouldn't let you go over there. And then there's not much to say other than there's buildings that look like half modeled. Though, obviously, you can't model everything. And this is really cool, this little bit. We'll just let this play out.
Strange.
It's good that they let you grab things, though I'm not sure how moving will, if there'll be any levels where you're just walking around. Though it's so weird that they don't let you grab anything in there.
Morning, sir. May I get you something?
And then we obviously have Friday. So it's obviously after an Ultron, if they follow like the MCU-esque type things.
I believe she's putting out a fire.
Or even the comics, I don't remember. And I like this dialogue option stuff. That's pretty
Literal or
cool. I
figurative?
wonder what they're gonna do with that.
She's been on the phone with the press all morning. Something about your surprise announcement caused quite a stir. Or don't you watch the news?
Tony Stark, no stranger to stunning revelations, shocked the business world today when he named Pepper Potts the new CEO of Stark Industries. During a press conference, Mr. Stark admitted he had not informed Ms. Potts of his decision prior to the announcement.
Perhaps you jumped the gun, sir.
It's the opportunity of a lifetime. She's gonna thank me.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm your assistant, Tony. You need to warn me before you do stuff like this.
You're not my assistant. You're the CEO of Stark Industries. Or don't you watch the news?
I'm gonna...
Pepper, I'm not always right. I mean, I'm usually right.
Tony!
But here's the thing. I wasn't put on Earth to sit behind a desk. And you weren't put here to handle my unpaid parking tickets.
I was gonna ask if there are any more of them.
There are glove boxes full of them. That's not the point. The company turned a corner years ago. We're a force for good in this world. And I want you to get that message out there.
Don't people always try to shoot the messenger?
Friday, who taught you how to fly?
You did, sir. Unfortunately, I'm not in control right now. Someone has taken us over. Remotely.
Out there! It's a Stark drone! A combat drone?
We don't make combat drones anymore.
The drone is encasing itself in some sort of hard-light shield.
Hello, Stark.
Do I know you?
I'm just a ghost from your past.
Tony, look!
Incoming!
Time to die.
Tony! Tony!
Friday, your airline just lost my luggage.
Then file a complaint when we land!
Override my safety belt. Pepper,
I know! Just come back in one piece!
Now, this part feels really weird. Because it's like they wanted you to feel like you were falling clearly, but you're still static, like just basically like holding in place as you fall.
Friday,
I don't think it worked. I don't think it worked to the extent that they probably wanted it to.
This should come in handy.
Debris! Shoot it! Left gauntlet inbound! More debris, sir! Chest piece coming in on your left!
Drones inbound.
Friday, where's my head at?
In the clouds as usual, sir!
The ground's getting awfully close.
Heads up!
You don't get the sense that you're falling at all throughout that whole sequence. It's like they wanted it to feel like too safe for people who might get a little squeamish in VR.
Run your past, Stark.
We'll see about that. Pepper, can you hear me?
Little windy, but yeah, I hear you. Sir, we have a massive breach in the hull.
Old news, Friday. Tell me about something I didn't just jump out of.
Scanning. There's an engine fire that needs your attention. A secondary explosion on the right engine, sir.
And it's cool that they try to give you like other objectives to do, like fixing the plane, as you can see here. But when there's a moving target, it comes down to like the movement when you're trying to do specific things feels really janky because of the controllers.
Fire
suppression system online.
That's why they had to obviously freeze you here so that you could actually do this, because if you had to move while you were doing this, you'd never be able to do it,
Good job, sir.
because the move controllers suck.
So the autopilot is no longer responding, and the jet is projected to crash into a populated area.
I'll deal with the autopilot.
Pepper? No, stay put. It's too dangerous.
Says the guy who jumped out of the plane.
Any more from our mystery guest?
They're giving us the silent treatment, but their hounds are clawing at the door.
Show him in.
And this, like, it's very hard because the movement you can't move easily, so I just got hit by everything because it's not intuitive when you're moving and flying at the same time, because it's the controllers. It's the stupid moves. They're ruining every problem that I've had with this demo can be attested to the moves being not very good.
Help! Pepper! Friday, what's going on in there?
Scanning for Miss Potts.
You should upgrade your firewall.
Our new friend's messing with my HUD.
They've also locked me out of the jet's diagnostics.
Though I will say, they did a very good job of how much damage you can take. It's like they were prepared for, like, oh, the player's gonna get hit a bunch, because the move controllers aren't very helpful for moving and shooting at the same time. Like, I don't think I go below like 80% health or at any point in this.
Pepper, you okay in there?
Tony, I have control of the jet.
Keep the good news coming.
Sir,
And health
hostile
obviously
retreat.
respawns
Friday, what
on
did
its
I
own,
just say?
which is good, obviously.
Persistent, aren't they? Pepper, how's the jet?
No longer on a collision course with Los Angeles.
City Council will be pleased to know that.
Insert laugh track here.
Guys, I can't steer.
Sir, the aileron on the left side has been damaged.
Is that fixable?
I'll have to wing it.
Insert laugh track here.
That looks better.
I've located an airstrip for emergency landing.
Thanks, Friday. Pepper, you think you can land this bird?
Only one way to find out. Lowering the landing gear. The landing gear doors are malfunctioning.
Of course they are.
Even that little thing didn't work as well as it should have. I had to grab it twice. I felt like one clean grab and
It's all yours,
tear would have
Pepper.
been more
Gears down.
effective.
3 green.
Well done, both of you.
If no one has any further objections, I say we call it a day.
Your old weapons will be the death of you.
Sir, I'm detecting a new energy signature.
More enemies? Good. My trigger finger's getting itchy. Yeah!
And hopefully they have more interesting enemies in the actual game, because these guys are just like punching bags. You just shoot them a bunch and they die. They can't damage you enough. I know it's chapter 1 and all, but they're not super interesting so far as enemies.
All threats neutralized. but I'm sensing our hacker friend has returned.
Friday? Friday? All systems are down.
The big one's back.
My controls are locked!
Pepper!
It's vanished from radar.
I can see that. Get me back online.
Systems restored.
Tony, nothing's responding here!
Sir, I believe the jet is officially a lost cause.
Pepper, find an exit!
Right! The fire's trapped in the cabin! I'm trapped!
Miss Potts, there's a panel beneath your feet, a compartment. It leads to the nose landing gear.
Found it! Climbing down now!
I'll meet you under the jet!
This is probably the part of the demo that I like the most. And that's sad to say because it's like, it's just such an easy little thing. There was the least amount of drink.
Pepper! Take my hand!
Tony!
This felt
You're connecting
really
twice.
weird. Having another person that close to you, it always does in any VR game.
Next time, I want my own suit.
Insert laugh track here. So that's it. That's the demo. Hope we enjoyed my little spiel talking about it. That's it. Bye!